today we're going to go through some different styles of sets within the gym. There's a fair few. I mean, you've got obviously things that you would do as kind of a beginner, intermediate, and then some more advanced lifting techniques. So as you can see, I've got the laptop. So we've got quite a bit, not a lot to go through, but some good points and some good different sets. So
go through.
Do you want to start us off?
So obviously this is sort of maybe different ways to increase your progression in the gym, different ways to train to make it a little bit more exciting. Maybe if you're bored of just doing the usual 3 sets of 12, or you want to progress, you want to do something more, you want to take your muscles to failure, then we're just going to go through some nice little ways to do that. So I will kick it off with just your normal straight sets. So this is doing the same amount of reps in your set with the same weight. So a really, really good way if you're a beginner to start training once you're in the gym. So let's say I'm going to do 3 sets of lat pull down and I'm going to do 12 reps in them at the same weight. Really, really simple. Get you nice and used to the weight. Maybe you're starting off on a lighter weight because you just started in the gym. And just a really great way to build your confidence in the gym, start to build your strength, and to just keep it nice and simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very easy way to manage progression, isn't it? So obviously you do want to be progressive with that. So within that, you can increase the amount of sets, you can increase the amount of reps, or you can increase the weights. But like Emma said, a straight set is as simple as 3 sets of 12. Like we would probably get our beginner clients to do and then monitor that as progress. So that is, probably your beginners where you would begin. And then we're going to go through stuff now, which is probably a little bit more advanced. So I will start us off with a drop set. So a lot of people would have probably heard of a drop set. Do you like a drop set?
I actually don't do drop sets. And when we were sort of talking about what different things we want to talk about today, it's starting to make me think maybe I want to start incorporating them.
Yeah.
I'm more of a different kind of set that we'll come to later on. You love a drop set, don't you?
I do like a drop set. So I personally wouldn't do a drop set for everything. I like a drop set for biceps. I like a drop set for lateral raises and stuff like that. I mean, leg press, also a good little one to do a drop set.
Yeah, I suppose it's not really one you want to do with big compound lifts.
Probably not with big compound lifts.
You could.
People would, 100%.
But it's probably better for more isolated moves where you just want to completely burn out the muscle.
Yeah, so a drop set is you would perform your reps until you essentially can't perform anymore. So your form drops or your reps become very short and you feel that the only way to continue is to literally drop the weight. So you would go to like failure and then you drop the weight 10, 20%, and then you go again till failure, and then you'll probably do it a third time. Most people are going to do a double or a triple drop set. So just to repeat myself, that is you lift the weight until failure, drop it 20, 30%, lift till failure, and then go for a third time till failure. So a good way to, like you say, take your muscles to failure. How many times did I say failure?
I don't know. I love how you repeated yourself as well.
But yeah, really, really good. I enjoy it. Mainly, you would probably do it on like dumbbells or cables for time. Obviously, if you've got a barbell, it's a bit. You're going to have more rest taking off the dumbbells, taking off the plates. But obviously, if you're training with someone, then you can do a quite efficient drop set because you've got someone who can take the plates off. But dumbbells and cables,
we used to do that for each other on the leg press, didn't we? Do you remember we used to do little drop sets?
Yeah, we did used to do drop sets when we first.
And we used to take the plates off, and Mike would just slip a 20 kg off, like it's nothing, slip it off.
She'll take about a week.
Whereas me, I'm like.
Which one are you going to talk about, by the way? Which one?
Is it my time now?
It is your time, but I want to make sure that you land on your one.
How am I meant to know what's my one?
Because you said I'll come to it.
Can I talk about the one that I do pretty much every set of my gym sessions? Yes. So the next one is great for increasing your progression in weight and also a really great way at warming up, whether that's at the beginning of your workout or maybe just warming up to do like sort of a heavy lift at the end. And that is a pyramid set. Okay, my absolute fave. I think I do pyramid sets for every exercise that I do. And that basically means that you adjust the weight and the reps as you progress through your sets. So typically you will start off with a lower weight and high reps. So say 12 reps of 20 kg. And then on the second set, you'll increase the weight. So say go to 25 and decrease the reps. So I might do 10 reps of 25 kg. And then so on, maybe the next third set, I'll do 8 reps of 30 kg. So basically you are increasing the weight and lowering the reps, which means obviously lower reps, you're going to be able to lift a little bit heavier on that set.
Yeah, I like a pyramid set. I think just because of the if you use that, I mean you can do warm up sets, but you can use the pyramid set as like a warm up set. So your lighter sets are a warm up.
Yeah.
As long as you obviously don't gash yourself up for the heavy ones, but yeah, I like them.
I think they're really good for big compound lifts. And what I sometimes do, like you said, with the warm up set, I'll do 5 sets in total, but my first set will be a warm up set, and then the 4 sets after that will be working sets.
Yeah,
it's just a good way to kind of, sometimes in the gym, you just have to give it a go. If you look at a weight and you think, oh, I'd never be able to lift that. If you give it a go and just do a shorter amount of reps, you might surprise yourself. You might fail, and then okay, maybe I need to go back down to the weight before. But yeah, just a really great way to push yourself, increase the weight, increase the intensity, and warm up.
Okay. Next one, which is number 4, is a superset. Now, I mean, most people have probably heard of a superset.
Savage, aren't they?
But we're going to go through 3 different supersets because, you have different supersets. So, number 1, antagonist superset is a superset where you will use opposite muscle groups. So, for example, you could do something as random as a lat pull down, which is going to obviously target your back, your lats, straight into a shoulder press. Mm-hmm. So you do them back to back. So 10 reps of lat pull down straight into shoulder press, or you could do something like a leg extension into press ups or something like that. So if you're doing like a full body workout and you really want to utilize your time, then this would be perfect for you. So you can go through your full body, but then superset them together so that you're saving time. So definitely a push and a pull is quite nice. So if I on my full upper body, I would do a incline dumbbell press straight into a single arm row as my kind of superset for that. And then we have a more of a compound superset, which would be the same muscles being used. So legs, back, arms, whatever. So you might go on to, I don't know, what was the example you were talking about yesterday? Or I dissed you?
Well,
lunges onto squats. You said you would like to do that.
He was like, he's going to do that. And I'm like, well, that would be a pretty good burnout for your legs, if I'm honest.
I guess the more I think about it.
The thought of it makes me feel physically sick. Oh, yeah.
Squats into lunges, I would probably think would be better.
But 3 sets of that, that's your leg day done, mate. Yeah, you can go home after that.
But so basically using the same muscle group, shoulder press onto a lateral raise is a big one. Bench press onto some press ups is another one. So just using the same muscle group as opposed to different. And then we have our trisets and giant sets. So it's pretty much in the word. So a tricep would involve 3 exercise of the same muscle group. So quite an intense one. So one that I have done before is an incline.
No, you said I've got another one after.
Is an incline dumbbell press straight into incline flies, finished off with press ups. So that's what I would do as like a chest tricep. Again, if you're trying to save time, like this is really good for saving time. Very, very hard to monitor progression because there's a lot of failure in there. But if you're looking to work out, stimulate your muscles and really, really kind of go for a big push, then you can just do a tri-set and save yourself a ton of time. What was you going to say?
When you coached me for my shoot, I remember there's a tri-set that you put in that was killer. And then I actually then took that and put that in one of my other clients'
I know one is.
sessions. And she was literally like, what are you trying to do to me? But it's shoulder press into lat raises into front raises.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's
The
a very,
burn.
very good one. I mean, you can absolutely smash your shoulders, especially your front delts in that tricep.
It would hurt. By the end of them front raises, I was like, ugh, it hurt.
Making that sort of noise.
Yeah.
And then we've got a giant set. Giant set is just obviously bigger than a tricep. So 4 or more exercises. Personally, wouldn't do that.
Psychopaths.
But
Yeah.
it's basically a circuit, yeah. So yeah, there you got a giant set, and I mean you could call that a circuit set, really, couldn't you? They're pretty much the same thing, but a giant set is would normally be of a similar muscle group.
Similar muscle group, yeah.
So if you want to absolutely obliterate your chest, then do 4 exercises back to back.
That brings us on nicely to a circuit set, doesn't it?
It does.
Which is basically one exercise after the other with a short rest time in between. And yeah, I don't know. I can't say. Again, it's a good time-saving method. It's a good way of getting a good blast in if maybe you've only got 20 minutes, half an hour. But because of the shorter rest time in between, I feel like you can't really push yourself in terms of weight as much.
No.
So that's just a little something to think about. Depends what your aim is, whether you just kind of want to improve your endurance or whether you want to increase in weight.
It also depends on the equipment available. So like me and Nathan, funny enough, when we was in COVID, we had some equipment between us, some kettlebells, some bags, some dumbbells, and we went over to the field behind us and we just did a circuit. We literally set a timer, 45 minutes on, 15 minutes off or something. We did about an 8-piece circuit of just random exercises.
I mean, that's literally how you fell in love with me.
Yeah, by doing a
circuits
circuit,
with
making
me.
you run.
Yeah.
I started your running journey. You
You
hated it then as
didn't.
well.
That was sprinting, not running.
Sprinting. So yeah, I mean, one thing to take into consideration with all these sets is they work for different reasons, right? If you've got limited equipment, you might do a circuit, or if you haven't got any heavier weights, you're in a hotel gym, for example, so the weights don't really go up to what you would really normally lift as a heavy weight. You might start doing supersets, or you might start doing a tricep or even a drop set, because you want to utilize that load more. And then if you're a beginner, or even, I mean, I would say a lot of most weightlifters, bodybuilders and stuff would probably just use straight sets, and then they would do drop sets for the more smaller muscle groups, but they're big compound moves. They just smash out sets of X amount and make sure they're being progressive. Yeah,
Nice.
Do you want to recap on them all? Give us a little recap.
So we've got straight sets, literally simple. 3 sets of 12, keeping the weight the same. Great for beginners. We have drop sets, Mike's favourite. So basically taking your muscles to failure. So starting off on a weight and then reducing it by about 10 to 20% until you're at failure and you've completed your set. Nice. Great for obviously improving strength and for progressing in the gym. Then you've got my favourite, the pyramid sets. This is where we are increasing weight as we reduce reps. Again, great way to progress, great way to warm up, and good for big compound lifts. Then we have our supersets. This is pairing 2 exercises together. We have an antagonist superset where we use opposite muscle groups. We have a compound superset where we use the same muscle groups. And we have a tri-set and a giant set. That is for people that don't like themselves and really want to hurt themselves in the gym. 3 sets.
What did you just say?
I just said 3 sexes, but I tried
3 sex.
to say 3.
What's on your mind, girl?
3 exercises in a row, or 4 if you're a psychopath. And then lastly, we've got our circuit set. More than 1 exercise, little rest in between, good for time saving, good for a quick sesh.
Quick sesh. We like a quick
breath.
sesh, don't we? Right, so I think that was pretty good. Pretty sharp.
Good.
I hope you found that valuable.